Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith, and I am back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about Behringer. One of the biggest complaints I get about them within the comments, and it's the fact that they talk about gear so early and definitely leave you on the line for a lot longer compared to other companies. I want to talk about the good and the bad aspects of Behringer doing this, and a few other things around the topic of that conversation. Before we jump into the topic, I need to thank you for taking the time to check out this video and support this content. Just your views in general definitely mean a lot, and an extra thank you to anybody who's Patreon or maybe supports my music, went to my Bandcamp, took that extra step. Any lane of support means a lot. Jumping back into the topic at hand, yes, I mean, it's a fact that can't be debated. Behringer talks about gear very early. Now, the bad side of this tale, I think, is a pretty obvious one. You're stuck waiting a long time for pieces that you want, and in a world of almost instant gratification, that can be pretty annoying. Trust me, I understand the pain of waiting for anything you want to enjoy, whether that be synth or beyond that into a different category. Korg and these other companies, you don't hear about the product till a couple weeks, maybe a month before it's going to be out on the table, so it's a negative aspect. But there is a positive side to that tale. And the most positive one is definitely the fact that Behringer actually listens to the customer in as early as prototype phase, meaning that you have input into the design, how it's going to be built, a lot earlier than any other company. No other company is really doing that. The only other way they can kind of fill the needs in your request is via firmware updates after the final product is released. So it's a completely different approach, which brings various positives and negatives to that approach. I do believe that bringing in the consumer early, actually listening to their input, is worth the wait time of having to just wait longer for that product to be released. So I do think the positives outweigh the negatives. With all that being said, one aspect I don't really like with how they release products is how they pre-order stuff so early, whether it be in a market that you get it slow or just really early before the product's released. For example, I was talking to my Sweetwater rep a couple nights ago. I asked about the Cobalt because they said it was shipping, and they stated the pre-order, the first batch won't be in till the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. Now, I don't know if he was wrong. I wasn't going for a second opinion. I don't think he would lie to me. It's almost a 5-6 month wait period on the first pre-order batch. As much as I love their synths and the money I've spent on them is well worth the value, I do think adding that pre-order really early, ultimately it just leaves a lot of customers being like, man, I'm on pre-order for 6 months. It kind of leaves a sour taste in the mouth. So I mean, that's my honest opinion on both positives and negatives of Behringer's release process. And another thing I should state is I do believe their production time will get faster. A lot of these poly synths and early mono synths are building blocks to the future. The way they're building their chips and their architecture, it's all going to help them develop stuff faster in the future. Again, this is just my opinion on everything. Would love to hear yours. And as always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, and peace.